The rule provides for consideration of H.R. 1, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Last November, which was 1 year ago, the American people, as they spoke clearly, I believe that they stood up and demanded change about action on our economy. They demanded an increase, an understanding about how America lacked in GDP growth. They saw all across the country companies that continued to move overseas. They saw movement in our economy where people move from one state to another seeking better opportunities. I believe that the American people have spoken, and we not only heard that, but are trying to make decisions now that would not only help every single area of the country by picking those businesses that might be in the city and the town and the location that they want to be, but by infusing them with the opportunity to stay because they can not only make a go of it, but they can be competitive in the world market. Lowering tax rates in this country will help the middle class of this country. It will help jobs and job creation. That is why we are here today. We are here today as a Republican Party where we are trying to work with the President of the United States Senate, and the House of Representatives to speak clearly about not only what we stand for, but our hopes and dreams for a better opportunity for all Americans tomorrow and in the future. Mr. Speaker, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act delivers, I think, on those promises that I just spoke of. This is a bold, pro-growth bill that will overhaul our tax code and unleash the free enterprise system, not just in my home state of Texas or in my city of Dallas, but really everywhere where business wants to be. It can flourish in an unfettered way because we are now going to be competitive. It lowers tax rates on all businesses of all sizes, and so job creators can focus on not only their product and sales, but they can hire more people, increase paychecks and growth. And growth actually is the key to what we're talking about today. Economic growth brings opportunity, and opportunity can abound by people not only to have a job, but to have a career, control their own lives, and make sure they can live where they want to live, that they can make their community stronger. That's this Republican viewpoint of what we're trying to get at, Mr. Speaker. With the highest corporate tax rate in the industrialized world, today's broken tax code here in America forces many businesses to move their jobs, research, and headquarters overseas, seeking opportunities where in a world environment of competition they can survive, that they can become more competitive. It encourages American companies to bring their jobs back as a result of what we're doing, back to the United States, opening up the opportunity through a corporate tax rate of 20%. This decrease is fundamental to making the United States more competitive once again. The number one reason why America is not competitive in the world is no longer because of energy costs. It's no longer because we have the highest priced employees. No, sir. It's because Uncle Sam and state and local taxes make them non-competitive, which creates a higher cost as we compete around the globe. This legislation will modernize the international tax code also, bringing back opportunities of American companies that want to bring their profits back home and encourage U.S. businesses to bring foreign earnings home, unleashing what will be over some period of time trillions of dollars that can come back home. It reduces the tax burdens on all pass-through businesses regardless of their structure or their sector. This legislation provides tax relief, job relief, and creates capital investments, and investments that will drive growth, once again, paychecks and opportunity for growth. The Tax Code and Jobs Act is a direct and immediate boost for middle-income Americans who have seen this struggle, and let alone their own struggles. And Mr. Speaker, you will hear today how we are going to have a new tax bracket. All Americans, until they as individuals earn $12,000, they will not pay tax on that. That means got 2 working people at home, $24,000 worth of income. It's intended entirely to help the middle class of this country. H.R. 1 is about the entrepreneurship, the family of 4, the small business owner, the American people. The United States is already the greatest place in the world to live. We are proud to be Americans, but we have to be competitive in the world marketplace. So, Mr. Speaker, 70% of the tax benefits in this legislation go directly to the middle class. The American people want and need, I believe, to learn not only more about this bill, but how it will incent them to make America great again. Mr. Speaker, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. For what purpose does the gentleman from Florida seek recognition?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself.